So we are back here with another video, man, and we got a few things to talk about today. So yesterday and today have kind of been bad, I guess you could say, for the Myteam community. We've got a lot of rightful complaints about rewards in game modes. The rewards in game modes such as Breakout and King of the Court have been nerfed like really, really bad, and the complaints about those type of things are totally appropriate because it is kind of a troll. It's just kind of a slap in the face to the community. We know that these things are being done to increase microtransactions, which is not the right way to go about it. And we know that. I mean, if they want to increase microtransactions, they'd be better off making the game more fun. Now, people were making like a million MT on Breakout after only 2 or 3 days of playing, which that is kind of insane to be honest. But it still does suck that the rewards for Breakout have been nerfed, as well as the rewards for King of the Court. If someone is going to play the entire weekend, they should, be getting some diamond players and things of that such. Like one of the diamond packs got changed to an amethyst pack, things like that. Like I mean, obviously, these complaints about these things, the rewards in pretty much every game mode getting nerfed, I understand. It sucks. It's not what we want to see. It's a major, major L. As well as with Breakout, with the new 90s warp kind of thing, nobody is seeing these cars that they're advertising. Some people are, but they are very, very rare. Like it's extremely rare to see. Like I haven't even heard of anyone seeing an Otis Thorpe. I've heard of people getting Bruce Bowen and heard of people getting Doc Rivers, but it's very few and far between. And with the time that it takes to grind out these boards, they should be a little bit more common because they're not game-breaking cards. I completely agree with that. I also think the games are way too hard. People who aren't that great at the game or people who are just starting out at the game are having a lot of trouble beating these Galaxy Opal and Dark Matter squads. Like, for example, I even lost a game. Like, I was on my top board. I won two of my outside games for an exchange piece as well as one of those badge option packs. And then I lost my third game, which was a game against a 90s Timberwolves squad with like Opal, Kevin Garnett, Tom Gugliotta. That squad was absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, I lost to them. And people are having trouble with Dark Matter Jordan, Opal, Scottie Pippen, these teams that they're matching up with. There's no need that it doesn't need to be that hard, man. And they're doing it because they think, okay, if people are losing, they're going to buy packs to get better cards. That's not how it works. I mean, we kind of know that. But anyway, I agree with all the complaints that are going on with that kind of stuff. I think that it's bad and it deserves complaints. But now it is getting to the point where people are just complaining about everything. Everyone has been shafting this pack drop that's coming out tomorrow, which we would talk about in a minute. And it's a situation with the Myteam community where if a couple things happen that are bad, everyone just starts ranting about everything. And it gets a little bit out of control. So then that's where I need to come in and say, okay, some of these complaints aren't really justified. So this is going to be a long video. We're going to get into a lot of stuff that's being said. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, as well as leave a like on the video, man. Both those things are always very, very much appreciated. So if we go and look at the Pink Diamond Hidden Gems, we have this Pink Diamond Kyrie, who's dropping tomorrow. This card is not going to suck. People are saying that this card is going to suck. He is absolutely not. With how finishing is, this year it's very easy to finish around the rim with pretty much every card. You can green a layup, it's going to go in. Shots are really hard to block. This card, with the finishing animations that they are going to give Kyrie, that they already have, I mean, this card already exists, that they have given Kyrie, he's going to be ridiculous. He's going to be very, very hard to defend. People are complaining, oh, he doesn't have a drive and dunk. It doesn't matter. This card is going to finish when you run to the rim with him every single time, with how cards are this year. And then we have the Pink Diamond Shaq, man. This is where it kind of starts to get ridiculous. So with this, as well as the Diamond Tim Duncan, Pink Diamond Shaq, Diamond Tim Duncan, people are just so up in arms about that this card can't shoot. Which, like, are we serious? We've complained in years past when we've gotten cards that can shoot of this caliber too early. And people have already said with Pink Diamond Giannis, oh, this is too early, these cards are too overpowered. And now they're giving us a drop where the cards aren't really overpowered, they're pretty balanced. And then we're going to complain about that too. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then the same people that are saying that these drops are overpowered, such as the Giannis drop and everything, are saying that every drop this year has sucked. So I don't think that there's any way with Friday drops that 2K can make the community happy. It just doesn't seem like that's the case, because if we don't have cheeseball cards like this Shaq can't shoot, this Tim Duncan can't shoot, these cards are useless, or we have Giannis where, oh, this card's way too overpowered. The pacing is all messed up. There's way too many overpowered Pink Diamonds in the game. What do we really want, man? That is what the question that I have, that I'm trying to ask the community. What do we want? Because there's really no middle ground, it doesn't seem like. I mean, because even when they gave us middle ground with packs 2, people complain about that too. Oh, this card sucks, this card's too overpowered. Like, I wouldn't say that they're trying. I don't think that they're trying. I mean, they're kind of just dropping whoever. But I just don't get it, man. There's no way to make people happy with pack drops. Everyone's complaining about these wild gem packs, whereas I look at the wild gem packs, sure, they're only openable with VC. That sucks for pack openers like me. I like to open up packs. I like to open up MT packs. I don't like to spend money on packs. So it sucks for people like me. But I feel like I'm in the minority. There's either people that don't like packs or people that like to open up packs with VC. There's not very many MT pack openers. And with that being said, I haven't really opened that many packs with MT this year either. I'm kind of trying to take a different approach to the game this year. But anyway, my point is, everyone's complaining about all these wild gem cards, complaining, oh, there's way too many overpowered cards, blah blah blah. Oh, these cards are unattainable, blah blah blah. And I look at them, and some other people are looking at it from my perspective as well, right? Where there's actually thousands of cards in the game right now. So you're seeing all these different teams. And it's really, really cool, man. It's cool that everyone's got a different team. It's boring when everyone's running the same exact squad. And it's going to be a situation where I think the wild gem concept is dope, but so many people are complaining about it, they're going to get rid of it. It's the same thing with the trophy case. Everyone complained about that. Everyone complained about RNG rewards. Everyone complained about these things that people now beg for them to come back. This is something that is part of the cycle. It always happens. So we're probably not going to see wild gems again, because 2K is not making any money off them, as well as everyone's complaining about them. So we're probably not going to see them again. So another thing that I need to add on this point is, everybody is talking about how there's way too many overpowered Pink Diamonds. Everyone, there's 6'6", 6'7" point guards. There's bigs that can shoot all over the place. But then the same people are talking about how unattainable these cards are. So it's just everyone, now that 2K has done something bad, is just complaining about everything. There are good parts to this game, man. There are fun aspects of this game. And it's just a situation where people are just going off the ropes with complaints now. They're contradicting themselves. They're making points opposite to the points that they have made. And it's all just stems from negativity. It's just not something that I like to see, man. But anyway, now we are going to get into some comments that people have left. And this is where it is going to get very interesting. So this first comment that we are going to highlight, and sorry I don't have anything on the background, so you guys are just going to have to look at some of these Pink Diamond hidden gems while I talk about these comments, man. But it'll be entertaining, man. Just don't worry. Let's get into some of these comments. The vault rewards on my game aren't even working and my game crashes. So people are having issues in Breakout where their vault is freezing. It's happened to me a couple times, and it sucks. You have to reboot the game. It's annoying, whatever. But then he goes off and says 2K support is suggesting clearing the cache, which doesn't even do anything. This company is so evil. Well, I don't really think because the vault is glitching. There's glitches like this in 2K. There's glitches like this in every game, man. Like, come on. Maybe you're going to have to reboot your game 1 out of every, 25 times you open your vault, which you're going to get maybe 1 or 2 vaults per board. And yeah, it's annoying, but we're going a little bit overboard there, man. Come on. Like, they're probably trying to fix it. It's a thing that is probably not the easiest thing in the world to fix. That is just a little bit, that guy just kind of went a little bit overboard, I think, with that one. Okay, and then the next one. The worst part is sometimes you log on and then log back off instantly because there's just nothing to do. I mean, are we serious right now? Did I actually read that right? There's nothing to do. There is way more to do in this game than there literally has ever been. Every single game mode, you can grind and get a really, really good reward. You can either get an exchange piece for Pink Diamond Pack, Jack Sigma, whatever you wish to get. Domination, you can grind and get Siakam as well as get a Diamond Hidden Gem Pack. That comment is just, I think you're just burnt out on the game. I think you need to quit playing the game. You need to find a different game to play. That's the kind of vibe I get from that comment, because if you don't think that, if you think this game is boring and there's nothing to do and it's not rewarding, then that is just very, very out of touch, because the game right now is more rewarding still. Even with the nerfs, it is still more rewarding than it's ever been. Breakout is still, if you're playing like a triple threat only breakout board, it's way more rewarding than triple threat offline has ever been. So I really just don't even understand that comment at all. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. So, and then there's another issue with the auction house that people are complaining about. So if you are in the auction house, right, let's just go over to the auction house. If you post a card, say I scrolled all the way down here and I was going to post up one of these cards for 1,300, you post it and then it takes you all the way back. So people are complaining about that, where it used to just kind of leave you in the spot that you're in. Maybe that's a slight bit annoying, but dude, it takes like 2 seconds to scroll all the way back down. And this is coming from people that are just selling random badges that they're getting, random cards that they're getting. Dude, I'm on the auction house 24/7. I have to do this every second of every day. I don't really care. Like, and it really doesn't bother me that much. And people are complaining when they're on the auction house selling a few random things, maybe a couple times a day. Like, I'm posting like hundreds of cards every hour, and I'm not complaining about this. So other people that are just using the auction house in theory how it's meant to be used, by getting stuff that they're getting from packs and selling it and complaining about this, like, come on, man. That's just, it's really, really not that deep. And it's really, really not that big of a deal. I can tell you that. So, I don't know. And the reason I highlighted this comment, because this guy's cussing about it. He's really going overboard. I just don't understand with that comment. It's just really, it's not that big of a deal, man. It really isn't. Let's see. Okay, so here's a comment for a guy complaining that, okay, so he said that he pulled Steph Curry out of the pack, Pink Diamond Steph Curry, from this Limitless set. And then he said, I've never pulled anything else. I keep opening up more packs and I can't pull anything. Well, first of all, you're very, very lucky to pull Steph Curry. I don't know if you don't know how this works, but Pink Diamonds are very, very hard to pull. So you have just gotten extremely lucky with pulling Steph Curry. You should sell him. You'll be set on MT for months, to be honest with you, because you don't need Pink Diamonds. And for him to pull Steph Curry and then be complaining about how he can't pull anything else, like, are we new to this? Like, this is how my team has always been, man. Like, you're not usually going to pull the best guards, and the fact that you even pulled Steph is absolutely insane. Like, you should be very, very happy about that. All right, let's keep going. So one guy commented on this video. He said, keep speaking up, please, because no other content creators want to speak up. Literally every content creator is complaining. So I don't know where that comment came from, but there's no one specific creator that's doing this. Every single creator is complaining about this pack drop tomorrow, complaining about the nerfs in the game modes. I understand the complaints with the nerfs on the game modes, but some of this other stuff I really don't. So yeah, I just don't know if you haven't been paying attention. Maybe this certain creator that this guy's commenting on his video, maybe that's the only creator that he watches or something. But Yeah, that comment is definitely wrong. And then he continues to say that, if we all speak out, it's going to fix everything. That's another thing that people just get so wrong. Everyone complaining about everything actually, in theory, is telling 2K that they are. 2K hates these creators, man. And if the creators are complaining, then they're happy. They want people like DBG and Ty to quit making videos in a perfect world. That's what 2K wants, okay? So it's just this comment comes from a place of not really understanding really any of the aspects of this at all. Like they want those guys to be complaining, and this certain creator that he commented on is definitely not the only person that's complaining. So that one was just kind of I thought I'd mention that because it's just like what in the world is going on here. Um, People complaining about pacing, but then also complaining that this pack drop tomorrow was horrible. More of that. There's this complaint about badges going on where people are accidentally applying badges to cards. Like I have kind of looked into that. Yeah, sure, maybe there should be kind of like a warning thing that should pop up, but people are acting like 2K is evil for this, like they're hoping that people accidentally put. No, 2K does not care about people putting badges on cards. They don't care if people are accidentally putting badges on cards. They did not make this an aspect where they are trying to make people accidentally put badges on cards. Because I guess what is happening to people is they are going in and let's go look at a random card here. Let's look at this DeMarcus Cousins. So if we go over to his badges, I guess if you just click on one of these, if you have a Hoff badge or something, then if you click again, like if I were to click apply badge right here with the X button, it would just do it. Like people are complaining because that there's no warning, I guess, which okay, but like that's not a predatory move on 2K's part. Like they're not doing that to make people accidentally put patches on cards. Like people are just absolutely ranting about that, and I just thought that was kind of people are ranting about glitchy gameplay. This is the best gameplay we've seen since 2K21, in my opinion. I mean, it's actually kind of reminds me a little bit of 2K22, but honestly better because it's a little bit more cheesy. The game is fun when it's cheesy, okay? Last year and the year before, it felt so clunky. The RNG shooting was horrible. Now people are complaining because it's too cheesy, too glitchy. That's when the game's fun, okay? It's fun to green shots in people's mouths. It's fun to dribble the heck out of the ball. The movement feels so much better than it has in years. So complaints about the gameplay just aren't going to fly around here, man, because the gameplay is dope. Um, People complaining that Shaq and Tim Duncan can't shoot. More of that. We've already talked about that. This was kind of an interesting one. The 5 wild gems in the exchange killed any excitement for future drops. Well, I mean, maybe, I guess, but I don't know. That one's just kind of, I don't really know what to think about that one, to be honest. Maybe there's some merit to that, I guess. I don't know. People talking about how they would take certain cards over Kyrie, such as like um, Sam Cassell or some other cards that just obviously are not better than Kyrie. More people complaining about Tim Duncan shooting. Okay, and this one is one of the worst ones of all. This guy pulled Hidden Gem Artist Gilmore and is complaining that the card can't shoot. So let me find Pink Diamond Artist Gilmore here. This guy is complaining that he got the hidden gem pack from the exchange. He wishes he would have gotten Sigma or Glenn or Kid or any of the other cards, complaining that this card can't shoot and has a bad release. Dude, are you kidding me? This card is 7'2" with a 69 speed. If you put a shoe on him with his height and everything, this card is going to be better than any other center you're ever going to get matched up against. You don't need every card in the game to have a cheesy release and be able to pop from three. Okay, yes, he's got a 34 three ball. That's the only flaw that this card has. This card is going to absolutely eat Jack Sigma alive in the post. So to be complaining about getting a card like this, like, bro, like, are you kidding me? Like this card is insanely good. So I don't understand that. That one was just like really like what are we talking about? People are theorizing that Pink Diamond Wemby and LeBron and some of these other hidden gems are going to end up being lock-ins. No, that's not going to happen. These cards are going to be in packs. They just don't want to drop these cards this early, man. It's as simple as that. Because then the pacing would be really screwed up. If we were getting Wemby or LeBron tomorrow, the pacing would be absolutely screwed up. Yes, they'd be great cards, but people then would be complaining about that too. So it just goes back to the whole thing, you know. They drop Shaq, he can't shoot. Everyone's mad because Tim Duncan and Shaq can't shoot. If they drop LeBron tomorrow, oh, he's way too good. He's way too overpowered. Cards like this are getting dropped way too early, whatever. No, they know what they're doing with the pacing. Yes, there is a lot of available pink diamonds. Okay, I understand that. But they're not going to go ahead and drop pink diamond LeBron and Wemby this early. And they're also not going to be lock-ins. Okay, like let's settle down a little bit. These cards are not going to be lock-ins. People already have pulled these cards. People have pink diamond LeBron. People have pink diamond Wemby. They're getting them out of the packs. People are acting like they're unattainable. They're going to be locked. No. Like let's just settle down a little bit, okay? We need a hype content drop. They all been mediocre. Well, I think people were pretty excited about Giannis when he dropped. And people also, you know, are saying that he's way too overpowered, whatever. I think that the day one drop was great. People were pretty hyped up about that. The Limitless drop was really mid. And honestly, I think the Limitless drop is worse than tomorrow's drop. And I don't know, man. I think they've actually done pretty good with the Friday pack drops myself. The Wild Gem thing, you can say what you want about that. It sucks to have VC only packs. That's just, but if the Wild Gem packs were openable with MT, I think it'd be cool. I really, really do. So, I don't know, man. It's pretty, okay, so I actually commented and said, this pack drop isn't even bad. Everyone is just seeing red right now. And this guy commented back and said, it's pretty bad when you aren't getting the good players no matter what anyway. Hasn't that always been the case? Hasn't it always been the case of the best cards in the pack drop since Myteam has ever existed? You are going to have to grind for the best cards in the drop, or you're going to have to spend some VC. That's just what it comes down to. So that argument has zero merit to it at all, really, because that's how it always is. You're always going to have to either put some money towards to get the best card in the game, or you're going to have to put some work in on the game. Okay? It's never been easy to get the best cards in the game. So for this guy to be saying that this pack drop tomorrow is bad because you're not going to get the best cards in the pack drop anyway, well, the best cards in the game tend to be the most expensive, so they're the hardest to get. That's how it's always been. Complaints like this just don't make any sense at all. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's just a case of now everyone's complaining about everything, and it's just this is still a really, really good game. This game is way better than 2K25. This game is way better than 2K has really even been since some parts of 2K23, I would say. And there is nothing wrong with this pack drop coming tomorrow, man. This pack drop, they're doing pretty good with the pacing. Really, the only absolutely overpowered card in a Friday drop that we've seen is Giannis. And he's pretty much unattainable anyway because he's well over a million MT. People are complaining about running into triple threat squads with Sigma, Clay, and Bowen. I saw a couple people commenting about that. Bowen's super overrated. Clay is super overrated. Yes, Sigma's really, really good, but he's just good because he can shoot it, you know, in people's mouths. Like you can green everything with Sigma. So, and if you put the work in, man, you can get Sigma. So I don't know, man. People are overrating cards, and it's just people are saying cards are bad when they're not. People are saying cards are overpowered when they're not. It's just kind of a mess right now, man. I'm going to be honest with you. So that's just kind of my thoughts on the whole thing. We'll see how this goes. I think that the community is going to continue to see red and just keep complaining about everything, but we'll see how it goes. I'm having fun with the game. I know some other people are too, because I see some positive comments. Some people saying on some of these videos, you're just complaining to complain, which I totally agree. There's some people saying, oh, I've been having fun, no money spent. So have I, man. I've been having a lot of fun, no money spent with this game. I'm having no issues making MT on the auction house and in breakout. I'm having no issues obtaining high tier cards. I'm having a blast, really, man. I know some of you guys are too, but yeah, I don't know. It's just getting a little bit out of hand. But if you guys did enjoy the video, I know it's been a long one. If you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you guys, man. But yeah, with all that being said, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like on the video before you take off. And with all that being said, man, I will see you guys in the next video.